Oh, I don't know. So many decisions. Which one do I want to look at? I decided to come here on the beginning of July here to just see if there was any last minute bargains or anything that they would pull out of their hat here at Home Depot. But nothing so far. I wanted to see what we got here. Since a particular Home Depot here has a pretty big clearance section here, because they have this whole section here, and then in addition to this one, they got this whole section on this side of the clearance. So anyway, I want to see they got this one Dewalt thing here. This is that same one that I showed you guys just before. So this thing was here, and then it disappeared, and then it came back again. So this has been here in this store since December 23rd, 2019, okay? So over 6 months this has been sitting here at that price, and they still haven't sold it. So every time I come in, I bring it up to the register to see if they can scan it and see if it's going to drop in price, and they still haven't dropped in price. So man, I don't know what's going on with that thing. Usually they drop these yellow sticker items in the clearance section here when they don't sell. And then I keep walking up to this thing thinking it's a soldering iron, but it's actually their rotary tool here from Ryobi. So this is 79 bucks. They don't say how much the original price was, but you know, most of their tools in this category are around 79 anyway, so I don't know if that's really a deal there or not. Oh, this is that roll-up light. So this thing is virtually half off right now. So this is that 18 volt matte light here. They had these on the shelf for months and they couldn't get these things to sell. So I might wait this out. I might circle around like a vulture over the next few weeks. If that lowers in price, I might come by and buy both of those and use them as tool giveaways for our channel. Because you know we're going to hit 90K subscribers fairly soon. And it won't be long before we hit 100K. I mean, now this one here, this is that Megamax thing. Man, I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know if any of you guys have ever tried this. They've had this here for a long time, and I just never see anybody buying them. So they have, what else have they got? They got this other, this one's brushless too. This is their, is it 13 inch? It's their, yeah, 13 inch, but they don't say, oh yeah, they do. So there you go. So that one's 20 bucks off of that there. These are kind of cool. If you ever wash your car, you can put these on or you just use them as a buffer. But yeah, I like that one. Let's see. So they got this fan. All right, check this out. So we have a ceiling fan right here. This is marked down from $199 to $139. This is one of the better deals in markdowns I see on ceiling fans because they don't usually take a whole lot off. And what I like about this one here is it comes with the LED and it comes with a remote. So these are my criteria when I buy a ceiling fan, is that if it doesn't come with the LED lights and the remote, I don't buy it. And I prefer it to not even require the bulbs either. So it looks like to me from this that it has bulbs. I prefer it where it's just the LED chips, so there's never any bulbs to change here. So let me see. Paul, what's up from Newport Richie? Yeah, we're doing good. And Mike Wilson just checked in from Redfield, New York. Here's Mike Land. And our founding father, Samuel Adams. Video is not working for you. Hey, is it working for the rest of you guys? You tried closing it and reopening it? Yeah. All you guys see the video okay now? Then Ricardo checked in. He says, Happy 4th of July. Thank you, thank you. And Mike Land says he needs an outdoor ceiling fan. These you could probably work if they're on a patio. I did see, I don't know if it was here, it was at Lowe's like months ago. They had outdoor ones, really nice ones, stacked up by the front there. Okay, good. Samuel got it working. Len Taylor had to shut down and restart, you know. Sometimes YouTube gets really cuckoo there. All right, so we got some Defiant Lights. Okay, so here's a good one. Here's a rigid stand here. So this is their table saw stand, universal saw stand. Yeah, look at that, man. 120 bucks. So I'm digging that price. Hey, what have we here? That's still too much money for these. These are self-tappers here. Construction screws. These are real good when you're going into metal studs there. But you can bet these will come down in price because when they sit here after a few weeks, they start dropping. Here's some collated framing nails, 21 degree. But they're too short. I don't use them that small. I have a 30. Mine's a 30 degree. Okay, so on this side, we got the Ryobi Auger Kit here. So this is great for when you got to snake out drain lines and stuff. And I can assure you, this is probably way cheaper than that $1,200 rigid one. And there's no price on this one, so I don't even know how much they're getting for this guy right here. Let's see if there's a sticker on. Oh, there it is. $3.59. Yeah, see these go normally with the pro versions, like from Rigid, and I think Milwaukee makes one. They're like $1,500. So to get this for that deal is pretty good. And so we got a Dewalt battery here. It's a 3 amp hour, older style, 79 down from 109. I saw Makita over here. Yeah, this is the 18 volt 3 amp hour, $77 from 109. Hey, what the heck? $100? That can't be right, guys, can it? Because I thought I just bought one. Let me see. I could have sworn I just bought one like that. Well, this one's a hard hat kit. The one I bought was the headlamp one, so I guess this is a little more beefier. But man, is that thing really worth $100? And you guys ever got that one? Anyway, Stanley Adams checks in from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Samuel says, what do you think about the 3/8" Milwaukee Impact as the free tool with the battery pack? Are you talking about that electric one I bought last week? I'm actually filming the review today with it. I'm comparing the Ryobi. I got the Ryobi one here last week. So I actually got rained on in the middle of trying to do the review today, which is why I came over here. If you missed on the Dewalt Orbital Sander, they have an online deal with the free battery and charger. Yeah, I'll check that one out. I'll see if they've got that online. Maybe I'll mention it tomorrow or something. I don't go punch the guy in the forklift. Seems like every time I go live here, they... Or if I'm too close to the saw, that's when somebody comes up and needs a piece of wood cut. And Lizaraga says, what's up, Jeff? From John, New Mexico. Any deals on Gladiators? The Gladiators they have over at Lowe's. They don't have those here. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I think that was all on this side. So they got a lot of the like the Delta faucets and stuff, but they typically, I mean, this isn't too bad a savings, you know. Normally when you see stuff on sale, like on the regular aisle on sale, the bathroom faucets, they usually give you $10 on the bathroom faucets and $20 off on the big kitchen ones. Okay, so here you go. Look at this one here, man. You got the Shockwave deep well impact sockets here. $30 from 49. I don't know, maybe I'll get one of these. We'll do it as a tool giveaway. You guys think this would be a good one to give away? Let us know in the comments. But yeah, I think that would be kind of interesting. Anthony Hernandez says, Jeff, be safe out there. Florida blessings. Yeah, you know, I wear my mask when I come into the stores, and I do pretty much stay far apart. I mean, look, there's nobody near me right now. You can roll a bowling ball all the way down the aisle there and not hit anybody. All right, so while we're down on this side, since we're done there, I want to show you this. I don't think this came down in price. So I'm not so sure whether this is a deal or not, because I didn't actually follow the pricing on this one before. You got this little one up top here. This is the 9-drawer, 27-inch. This is $248. Now, if you saw my live stream the other night from Lowe's, Lowe's dropped the prices dramatically on a lot of the Craftsman versions of like these ones here. Some of them were like $100 cheaper than they were even at Father's Day. So check on those too if that's what you're looking for. And let's see what else. Trying to keep up with the questions and comments. Andy just checked in from Larksville, Pennsylvania. Cool. And we got a Bethlehem, Pennsylvania too. It's Jumi. And Leonard H. What's up, Jeff from Niagara? Yeah, so both my niece and nephew were up in Niagara last year. All right, so this one has a new lower price, $9.98 down to $8.98. This thing's a beast, man. It's a beast on wheels. That's still a lot of money, though. Let me see. Didn't they put one of these on? No. He's still the same price, so there's no deal there. You might start to see some after the 4th of July sales and stuff are over. Most of the 4th of July deals are good until the 8th. So most of those tool deals you've seen me pointing out over the last few days will expire on the 8th. Okay, so here's the M18 vac, right? So this vac is, they still got it here for $119, right? Well, it's funny because I guess somebody wasn't paying attention, because when you walk around the back, you can kind of get a glimpse into the future as what's going to happen here. I don't know when they're going to flip those around, but if somebody walks around the backside and sees that and takes this up there, they're going to complain and probably rightly convince the manager to drop the price. Okay, so we have this rigid, this is the 12-inch dual beveling miter saw here. This is $100 off. But look at this. This has been like this since 12/17. So I don't know if you take it up to the register, if it actually scans in less or not. But yeah, this one's been sitting here for 6 months at that price, and they haven't sold it. Yeah, so Mike, we're going to get to the miter saws in just a brief moment. And Herb says he's going tonight. Those boxes seem very high. Yeah, they do, Leonard, for sure. Any paint spray is worth looking at. Home Depot right now is running a deal. I'm going to walk down there in a few minutes. And they're running a deal on a few different paint sprayers from Graco. One of them I saw was it $4.79? I just picked up a set of these, so they got these in my cart right now. Because look at this, man. You can't go wrong for $8. These things disappear in my house like nobody's business. And I'll show you these in a minute too when we get over by the display. I found these hanging out by themselves over there. And best deal so far. And I got some anti-fungus stuff here for the lawn. When you're doing in the summertime here in Florida, it gets very, very humid. And so what happens is you get a lot of moisture on your grass overnight. And I'm looking for the sprayers. You get a lot of moisture on your grass overnight, and what happens with that is it causes fungus, and there's no way you can stop it. There's basically, and people foolishly water their lawns like at 6 o'clock at night, which is the worst thing you can do, because now you're putting water on your grass and it sits there overnight. And so what happens is that's how you develop fungus. So you put this fungicide down, and it gets rid of all of these spots. Like, so this is what we're starting to see a little bit of on our grass right now. Those little brown spots, those little patches of brown and stuff. And so people see that and they think, oh, my grass needs to be fertilized. So what do? They do the worst thing you could possibly do. They fertilize, which is the worst thing to do, because the nitrogen, and I can't find, where the heck are the, let's see if they're on the next aisle. See, the nitrogen is actually an accelerant to the fungicide. It's like feeding them. It's like their vitamins. All right, here we go. So I know there was a couple of the Gracos, but yet I don't see any discount signs on them. But if you go to Home Depot's website, it was on there. I saw it yesterday because I texted my buddy Vinny, because I helped him buy one of these a few years ago. Let me see, where's the Pro X17. So if you've seen any of our videos where we were spray painting the walls and the ceiling and all that stuff, that's the one he uses right there, the Airless Sprayer, $5.49. So I gave him one of my Lowe's coupons one time to use. And let me see if I got one here. You guys have seen me show you these all the time. And so he brought it in here, and they took whatever it was, the $50 off the price of it. But I don't see any of the, because I know there was some Dracos on the list. They just didn't see that they're shooting themselves in the foot here, because if it's on sale and they should be selling it, there's no incentive here for anybody to buy one, you know. Somebody walking by here doesn't know that that there might be something on sale here, you know. Hello from Bayron. What's up, Ali? And Liz says, you, Arizona here. Okay, so Rob G Film got the X5 for $260. That one right there. So that's $329 right now. I don't know if they're taking anything off of it now, but that's the one you got for $260. That's a pretty good deal, really. And Rick says, shout out from Pensacola. Cool deal. We got lots of Floridians here on the broadcast tonight here. Deal of the day. They price matched in the store. Okay, good. And watching from the Philippines. Well, hello, lady. What's up, sir? Alabama here. All right, so from Bama. Yeah, you get the mushrooms on your lawn here. Let me get rid of this potential spam call. I like how now it tells you that when a phone call comes in, it tells you if it's potential spam. All right, so I'm going to circle around the backside and we'll head over and look at the saws and stuff. Okay, so yeah, I'm finishing up today, hopefully, my review of the Milwaukee M18. I'm working on the post-production now. That tower, the rocket light tower there. So I finished that one up. And I was hoping to finish up the one with the Ryobi electric ratchet compared with the Milwaukee electric ratchet. And then it started dumping down rain on us. So once the rain started, I had to, like, give it a rest for the day. All right, so we're coming down to the tool aisle here. Oh, well, maybe I can fit through there. Yeah, I was really hoping they would have put the Dewalt folding workstations on sale, but they didn't. They did last year at 4th of July. See, this is funny. So I'm like walking down and I look at the price and I go, oh, they're $59, they're on sale. And I'm looking at, oh, that's the Stanley, because they're just kind of shifted over slightly. This is their price tag for that. That one gets me every time. It's that hoping and wishing, you know. All right, so this is it here. So I may have showed you guys this one last week. So this is the one that they dropped from $529 down to $399. This miter saw. This is the double bevel one. This is 12-inch sliding compound miter. So this, I would say, is probably DeWalt's top of the line one until you get into the FlexVolt over here. So most people, I would say, this is the one you'd want to really get if you want their best corded one. And the rich billionaires like me, the top 1% in the world, I got this one. I bought this one last year. But when I got it, it was, let's see, New Year's Eve. I paid $590 because it was $100 on sale. It was marked down as $699. And I walked in here with, actually, I had one of these, but I had also bought a Home Depot 15% off coupon and downloaded it and printed it out and brought it in and got this sucker for $590. So you got $590 there is your price to beat, and then $399 here on this one here. And Rigid's answer to that is still $529. So that's really the only miter saw on this whole aisle here that's marked down any. Here you got the, is this the 10-inch? Yeah, from Milwaukee. So this one's $599 for the 10-inch powered one. So look at this. So this is theirs for $599 right now, and I paid $590 for that one 6 months ago. That's a bigger one, 12-inch. I believe they're both, yeah, both dual beveled. They're both sliding. Yeah. So there's your choice right here in this store, at least for the battery operated ones. So let's see. So Bama says, what's going on with the end of the Ryobi, but more important, DeWalt in Milwaukee? And then hello from Hollywood, Florida. What's up, Carlos? And somebody, yeah, we got Argentina on there, Ariel from Argentina. And find out what, anything on the table saws? See, nothing on the table saws. Now they had that deal over at Lowe's that I showed you the other night, that table saw. But if you bought that, they give you the stand free. They had it attached, so you would see the box like this, and they had the stand attached to it and wrapped with it. All right, so these my Milwaukee batteries here that I just got, I decided to pick up a pair of these because here I have the Milwaukee tool that takes the M12s, and I don't have an official Milwaukee battery for it. I bought a couple of knockoffs off eBay, which seemed to be working, but it'd be cool to get in a, you know, when they mark them down like that, that makes it a good deal. I don't know why these are way down here, out of sight, out of mind. So the review that I was working on today was this one here. This is the 3/8 inch electric ratchet. I was comparing this one to the Ryobi version, which I'm going to see if they still have it over here, because when I came in to buy it last week, the guy had to go up top to get it, and I don't know that he brought any others down. Yeah, they're still working in there, so I can't even really get in there. So yeah, I don't even see that they put it out on the shelf. So some other people have told me they think it's going away, that Ryobi ratchet. So I don't know. If you see it, I would definitely get your hands on it and grab it, because $79 as opposed to $149 is a pretty good deal. However, I showed you a kit on my wasn't a live stream. I uploaded a video talking about latest deals online from Home Depot like 2 or 3 days ago, and it showed a kit where this came with the kit. It was an incredible bargain, because I think the kit ended up was like $199, some kind of tool kit from Milwaukee. I can't remember what the other tool was in it, but they threw this in there in it. And so to get that deal and get the whole kit to be like $199 was an incredible deal. All right. And then when I look over here, they didn't really change anything on, everything's still the same on the Father's Day stuff over there. All they did was they just kept the pricing going. That's all they did. They just kept the pricing going. So when you look over here, see they got those Dewalt fans over there. They're flying off the shelf here at $79. When I was in here a few days ago, the guy was bringing out a whole cart. And remember I showed you there was like 15 of them sitting there. And they got more of that kit there with the circ saw and the drill driver. That's a good deal. It's not, I don't think, quite as good as the deal they had last summer with that same, almost the same drill. See, it was almost the same drill, but it came in the Dewalt Tough case. And they still got these here. They didn't run out of these yet. So we're going to be doing a comparison of between that and the Rigid. And that reminds me, I got to go to the back and get another Husky. I bought the Husky version of that tube cutter last week, and I left it in the cart when I was out unpacking everything and taking it out to my car. I left it in the cart, so somebody got a free one, courtesy of Jeff. All right. And we got here you got a choice for $99, or you can get the atomic oscillating tool here, tool only, or you can do, let's see, or you can do the batteries. You got the 2 batteries here, $99 for 3 amp hour batteries. All right. And then I noticed up here when I walked by just a minute ago, the Porter cable display here. They seem to be selling a lot of those, even though, I mean, it's only $199 in here for the compressor kit with the 3 tools. So, I mean, the shelf was pretty much emptying out here with that. All the other kits in here have emptied out, but this was the one here with $199. And by the way, this exact same deal is over at Lowe's for Craftsman. And now here we got they're not going to sell any of these at $279. Not in a million years. I'm just not seeing it, folks. Alright, so let's see. We got Misfit says, bummed he was going to buy the Dewalt table saw with the scissor stand, for $2.99, and it's sold out already. Well, they had one left at the Lowe's near me. Check and see if it's online, Misfit. You might see it there. Mike Wilson, warm in Florida today. Yep. It was that, but it was low humidity, so I keep my little humidity meter out there with me when I'm filming my tool reviews. And so today it was 93 degrees, but only 47 to 50% humidity, which is good because that's bearable. Once it starts climbing above the mid 50s, it's it's just brutal. You can't do anything. All right, so I'm gonna head over to the OPA. We're gonna see what they did with the OPE. So it just, I mean, look, the store's empty now. There's no 4th of July signs. I think they're just trying to really subdue the heck out of everything right now. Where was that Delta one that I saw earlier? Okay. So this is the one I normally install in most of my projects, in my flip projects, or whenever I'm helping somebody doing their bathroom. I usually put this one in because it's a nice one. It's $81.98 because that's the nickel one. The prices have really gone up. These used to be in the 60s 3-4 years ago. They got the chrome one is cheaper now. They just lowered the price from 74 down to 62.98. So you gotta, if you're interested in getting these, watch them because they'll be full price 1 minute. A week or two later, it'll be $10 off and then back up, or sometimes $15 off and then back up again. So this thing oscillates up and down in price there. And let's, how many people really need a 12-inch miter saw? Well, when you're doing flooring and you're doing 6-inch wide planks, you need that 12-inch. Because you don't really get 12 inches out of the cut. Here's the other one I wanted to show you here. They got this is some of the deals they're doing on the appliances. So they got this washer dryer here. So normally it goes for $6.48, or I'm sorry, it normally goes for $8.90? Yeah, $8.99. So they dropped the price on it down to $6.48 there. Okay, on both of these, and then so instead of the regular price being $17.98, you have a $500 special buy savings, which is what that price is right there, and then a $50 pair savings, and then a $50 instant rebate from LG. So they usually run one very much like this every year at 4th of July. Now the thing about Home Depot that I warned you guys about the other day is they don't usually stock most of this stuff, and especially when it's something that's got the rebates, and because those end up getting shipped by whoever in this case LG, usually drop shipped. Last year we tried to buy a stove in here and they were telling us it would be weeks down the road because it gets drop shipped from the distributor in Atlanta. I'm like, are you nuts? And we went over to Lowe's and we got it. They had it in stock. So what I tell people is you walk up the aisle with the guy and you pick the appliance that you want, and if it's in stock, they can ship it basically within a day or two. But Home Depot doesn't often stock many of them. And I'm still looking here hoping that they bring in the Weehas, but we don't have them yet. They have a really good section here. I mean, you got a lot of Klein tools here, and we got a boatload of Klein tools down at the end of that aisle too. So, I mean, but no Weehas. And I know that Home Depot signed a deal with Weehaw. Okay, so none of these Egos have dropped in price here. Let's see. The 15-inch, I saw somebody walking out with one when I was coming in with their new purchase here. The 15-inch one. But let me just back up real quick, right up here to their display here. Because, see, they added the 24-inch here for, this one is $169 down from $199 there. The Hedge Trimmer here. That's the 24-inch one. And their mower is still $499, and I guess that's a new lower price because when they first came in, they were like $539. So I remember thinking that was kind of pricey when they came in here. Yeah, see, these guys are $229 for the 15-inch. There's your blower. Yeah, so there's the 15-inch there, and then the blower $299 for that real big one. That's the 56 volt. I mean, dang. I mean, you can spend hundreds and hundreds on these blowers. And so nothing else down there was on sale. I did want to point out one thing. Let's see. Yeah, so you get the, see that's the big DeWalt one there. That one's a flex volt, see, because it's 60 volts. So that will only take the flex volt battery. So you're kind of married to it. So you got to make sure you have at least 1 or 2 flex volts. So it comes, the kit comes with it for $269. Tool, the battery, and the charger there. And it will not likely work with the VR, the regular 20 volt batteries, because it is they got it as a flex volt tool only. So it's kind of like my circ saw that I have from them. The let me see, the 575. That one is a flex volt only circ saw. And so this looks like it's the upgrade from the one that I bought, the one that you saw me do that tool review video on about a month ago. So this one is a kit also with a charger. And I wish they would start giving you the yellow fast charger there. That's a 5 amp hour battery that'll probably last maybe 20 minutes on there. That was the battery testing that we did on that. And let's see. See, this looks like the new model, the newer version of mine, the one that I tested for you guys a few months ago. Because mine, the battery was like at the bottom. It goes in the bottom. Now they've changed it so it goes in at the top there. And it's brushless. So there's your, and then there's the chainsaw there. Yeah, but so none of these are currently discounted right now at the moment. So Paul says he bought the 10-inch double bevel saw. It works great. Yeah, I have Rigid's table saw, and I love it. I don't have any complaints at all about that table saw. Let's see. James says, I don't wear a face mask in my Home Depot or any store. No one's controlling me, and I'm not a sheep. Meh, meh. Closet sheep. You're a closet sheep. Yeah, I know some people don't want to wear them. I just do it because the house rules, you know. And I know that even though people think the face masks aren't going to work just because the particles are too small and they'll get through, fact of the matter is it's not the particles you're worried about. They're attached to the water droplets that come out of people's breath. Those are much larger than particles. And even if you don't catch all of them, you're going to catch some of them. And at least if I'm coughing, blah, 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 you know, it's not going to come out. So let's see. One of these was the new lower price, $20 lower here. This is the 40 volt lithium. And that's the push one though. So you guys know how I feel about push. When push comes to shove, I go to self-propelled. So this one here, same thing. Like I said, normally when they put the lawnmowers on sale, they're like $20 off, you know, unless they're doing some really crazy, clearance or something. So here they are outside the boxes right there. You got to think outside the box. And there's the Ego. If I do get an electric, I'll probably end up buying the Ego there. Just heard a lot of good reports about it. The same, let's see, they're made by, and I can't remember the company's name. It's a Chinese company that owns them and Skill Saw. And one other company too. Because I mentioned it on, if you saw the tool review we uploaded the other day where we compared the Works electric slicer to the Skill one. We mentioned it there. So Daniel says, Daniel Brazil, please show pliers, wrench, hammers, thanks. Yeah, I'll be heading back over there. So Mike says, I have patients in my ICU that thought the same. Oh yeah, that they don't need the masks. Well, what I'm surprised about is how many people, like, when they opened the states back up, people went and had parties with like 15 family members, and every single one of them got it. I'm like, holy cow! What blows my mind is if everybody was inside for 2 months, how was there still any any cases of it anywhere. That's what I don't know. So that says to me that people who were venturing out weren't being careful to begin with, so that when the states opened up, everything just went crazy. Now down here, I can tell you in my city here, and in all the restaurants I go to, everybody has to wear a mask. We wear a mask when we go in, and when we sit down at the table, we can take it off, and you're separated from everybody. So when I hear about people getting it from like the bars, it's because the bars weren't observing any kind of social distancing whatsoever. And they had this other thing on the news about these 16 girlfriends that went to a bar up in northern Florida somewhere, and a tavern, and every single one of them got it. And I'm like, holy cow. Oh man, that's a nightmare. Okay, so the Hamos and the pliers. I was hoping they would put like one of these. Where's the LED one? Is this the one here? I think this is one of the LED ones. Yeah, see how it lights up like that? This is really great when you're in a darkened area. That thing is just stunning. But this one's, it's actually not a bad price. It's 36 bucks. I have this one here, this Johnson one. But yeah, I do want to get like an LED one. And then you got this one here, which is digital. You can actually measure the exact angle you're looking for, which is pretty nice. And wait a minute, before we go too far down this aisle, I kind of walked right past this other display that showed the other empires that I wanted to show you. Go ahead. So right here on where they passed, yeah, right past the Milwaukee thing. I should have showed it to you a minute ago when I was standing here. So they do this one every year, and I always get 2 of these every year. What I like about these is, see, the blue is a lot easier to read than the yellow. It's magnetic on one side, and you can look down into the top of the bubble from the other side. You can't beat that deal. I do that every year. I always either lose one, or one gets just so coated with concrete or thin set and stuff from tiling that it just gets ruined. Okay, so they do. See, I was showing some of these at Lowe's the other day, and this is the one. They're still 40 bucks or something like that, or more, I think, over at Lowe's. But this one's 29. I don't see any left here. Oh, they do have one right there, see? This one goes 65 feet. So yeah, I think it was either 39 or 49 over at Lowe's the other day, and I'm thinking, over at Home Depot they got a whole bunch of these on sale. Look, 59 for that cross laser. The only thing is though, I don't like the red, and you guys have heard me say it a million times. These red lasers are useless unless you can shut all the lights off or close the blinds. Always go with the greens. All right. So I don't see that kit here that actually it was at Lowe's last year, but it was a kit like this that had 3 of these in it, and it was like $24.95, and it came with a bottle opener too. So I got it at the end of the summer when it was on. They marked it down for clearance for like 21 bucks. How do the batteries hold up on the flexible? Hey, the batteries are fine. I don't have any problems with the batteries whatsoever. That was from Jimmy. And Misfit says the 8 1/4 Dewalt with scissors stand, $2.99. Do they have it there? I didn't see it here, not at this one. And I could have sworn I saw it online like a few weeks ago, so I don't know. Somebody had actually tipped me off to it because I didn't know that it was $2.99. And when I came into this store here, it just wasn't there, so couldn't find it. And sometimes you just have to know about these, and you go look online, Sure. $5.90 seems like a lot for a saw. Yeah, but Frank, that saw it's battery operated, and I think it also plugs in as well. And just the mobileness of it. I mean, you don't have to run extension cords out to it. If you're out in a big yard somewhere and you have to go far away from where there's a plug, It's incredible. And the brake on that thing just stops it instantly when it's done. My other Dewalt takes like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 seconds. Okay, now the hammers. I have a bunch of these little things. I love using these for pulling up nails from the floor. When you pull up the carpeting and the tack strips, sometimes if there's any nails left behind, these are very useful in pulling those up. And what else do I have that I see here? Okay, so my hammer, the one I use, that's a 22. I think mine was either a 19 or a 20. 20, the 20 ounce. Yeah, this is it here. I think this is the one I got. I didn't want one that was overly heavy, and I don't really do a whole lot of hammering with it. So that's what they got here. But I don't see any of these on sale. Nothing, no hand tools here on sale. They have here some of the DeWalt heavy duty screwdrivers here. Sometimes electricians will use these. I'm looking for that insulated kit from Milwaukee, which I bought here, but they don't have it here today. I bought it here over a year ago. Milwaukee has a nice insulated set of 3 screwdrivers that are insulated up to 1,000 volts. So let's see what we got. Oh, so James says his sister had the virus and she is fine. Well, Carlos got that Ryobi compound miter saw for Father's Day. Works great. Well, cool. Need a good set of sawhorses. Some guys like those blue metal ones, the Cobalt over at Lowe's. I've heard a lot of guys say that. I've heard a couple of people say they didn't like them. These Tough Builts here are somewhat popular. I don't see them here anymore, but I have these old Husky. They're plastic, but they're folding sawhorses. Oh yeah, they look kind of like the Rigid here. See, they look very much like the Rigid. That's the kind I have at home. But you know, when you're out on doing the rigors of an actual huge job site, that's the type that guys usually like to get there. And I think the Cobalts are probably the same price. So Conman says, look online for the M12 batteries. They had the 4 and the 2 for like $100 less. Yeah. I'll check on those and see what they got there. And Rex says he picked up the M12 drill and driver kit and the hacksaw this week. Yeah. Alright, let me see. So like here's all their drill presses and the belt sanders, but nothing. They got a grinder there, a bench grinder. So let me see if they even had a spot for that saw, that deal. That might have been $2.99. See, I don't know if this is the one, because I know a couple of guys have told me about it, but this has been empty here for like eons. Now we got this one over here too, but he doesn't have the stand with him. So that's the way it is sometimes with Home Depot and Lowe's. It's hit and miss. You see something in one store, but you don't see it in the other stores. So I think we pretty much covered everything here, unless anybody had any other questions. So they didn't seem to have added a whole lot here for 4th of July. Just a couple of clearance items there, though, that weren't there when I was here the other day. So it looks to me like they're clearing some of these main aisles out. I don't know if they're getting ready for something else that's coming in. If we come around and look over here, we don't even have any Dewalt system, the tough systems, the 1.0s, let alone 2.0s, which I keep hearing rumors are going to be in like any day now. So, like, this is it. This is the only tough system thing in here right now in the whole store. Just one dude right here, and that's it. Nothing else. So this store is not as well stocked on that. I might try going up to the Boca store next week. Now remember, all of these 4th of July sales end on the 8th, so probably after the 8th I'll go up there and look. And We still haven't gotten in this compressor yet. We have it here on the display, but they haven't given us any stock yet. There's nothing out on the floor yet. So I don't know what the deal is. Vince already got one, VCG. Those guys already reviewed theirs the other day. And then we got this Ryobi one here too, for $129. Now they do have one here. If I knew that was part of the buy one get one, I'd probably spring for that one for sure. So, does a rigid table saw hold a Dado set? That I don't know. I just don't play with the Dados. So whether or not you could put in the secondary blade to do that, yeah, I've never even played with that function. You know what you can do is you can pull up the saw on the website, and most of the tools on Home Depot's website has the owner's manuals that you can pull down by PDF file, and you can check that way and see. Jeffrey Palafox, what's up, namesake? So Eagles, yeah, Shervon, that's the name of the company. Thanks, EJ. I couldn't remember it, and they own somebody else too. It's Skill and Ego and one other company, but I couldn't remember the name. So, rigid table saw takes a 6-inch Dado stack. Okay. All right, so I think we've checked through enough here, and let me see. Anthony says, Jeff, are you near the saw blade that cut wood for the new rigid saw? No. I don't know. They moved them way over to the other side there. Honeman says, I had to get tested for the coronavirus. He passed. Okay, cool. Man, you got a lot of procedures that you've been getting done lately. And we've been trying to get my daughter in to get some of these lab tests done at LabCorp and Quest. They're all booked solid for weeks out. You go there, they're making mistakes left and right now. They're running out of saliva test kits. My daughter has to go through all of these strange things, where you do the urine test and you got to bring it at a certain hour and time, and they screw it up. They lose the samples. It's just a nightmare. We've been going on round and round with these labs for the last month or two. All right, so I feel for you, Conan, having to deal with going to the hospital and all that stuff right now. And Calvin checked in from Texas. Well, thanks, Calvin. And Right Online says you have to take the ticket to the register so they can give you the product. That's at Lowe's is starting to do that now. They've already got all of their table saws and stuff have the ticket. They're not doing that here at the Home Depot yet. And then see, I think this one might be a slightly newer version of the existing Dewalt one, but I don't know. What they did was they cleared all of these out of here like a couple of weeks ago, and then they started bringing in some new ones. Now this one looks old. He's been here, and he's still $50 off. So what they did about a month and a half ago, they started to lower the price of most of these compressors by $50. So you'll see a lot of them are saying like new lower price, except for that Milwaukee one, that $349, man. That's insane. That is just totally insane. What's the next video? So Mike Lane was asking, our next video, it's probably going to be our review of that Milwaukee M18 rocket light. So we've been running it through the mill, just doing battery testing on it, finding all the flaws and the mistakes in the owner's manual. It's funny, man. Comes from my old engineering days at Motorola, so we thoroughly test everything, and it doesn't take me long to find mistakes and stuff and issues with products. So I was actually trying to test that Milwaukee, I showed you that 3/8-inch ratchet over there a while ago. I was trying to test that with this new Adelco torque meter that I bought. It's like a torque adapter, and the thing arrives and it's not reading the torque. So I just had to call up Amazon today and send it back to them. So that really screws up our schedule when stuff like that happens, So will deals be better on the 4th? Herb, I doubt it. I think everything here is going to be the same. Oh, so Shervon does cobalt. Okay. So any good brad nailers? There weren't any here that were on sale. I showed some, I walked down that aisle and showed them the other day, last week. I think it was on the last Home Depot live stream. If you look on my videos tab, you'll see it. I showed them, but there really wasn't anything there. And why not? From Glassford, Illinois, says any quiet air compressors. Well, one of these, God, I was in Lowe's the other day, and one of them said it was quieter. I don't know if it was the Milwaukee one or the Dewalt one, the battery. One of these said it was like the big word was on the box. Let me see if it was the Ryobi even. I don't see it on there. One of them said they were quiet, but it was the cordless. But I mean, quiet's a relative term. You know, when you pull out the decibel meter, your sound pressure level meter, and start measuring the sound, you see whose is really loud. My Porter cable that I have, like this one here, I have this one, it's fairly loud, but it's only loud for a little bit. The thing is, it's like when you're working and then you're in a quiet room and you're shooting brad nails into the baseboard, and the thing's sitting behind you, all of a sudden it shoots on, it's like, whoa, and you start jumping up, it like scares the crap out of you, because you're just not expecting that loud noise to come on. Yeah, the Dewalt one with the pancake tank. This one here. Now this one's coming with a, I don't know if that's the one that has the free tool in it. And they don't say anything about the noise on there, on that box either. But I remember seeing it on one of the boxes like in the last couple of days. And I remember seeing it and laughing, going, come on. A compressor, quiet, really? No. The cordless Dewalt is the loud, Milwaukee one is quiet. Yeah. So if they ever get the Milwaukee one in here, I mean, I would like to buy one of these and do a review on it. Okay. But anyway, I think we're going to just want to thank all you guys for joining us here tonight. And if I find anything, of course, over the next few days, you know, I always will either upload something or go live with a real brief update if we find anything groundbreaking. Like yesterday, we showed you that $99 toolkit from Lowe's. That was their deal of the day. That was a nice one, with the Craftsman, the drill, with the $20 pliers kit, and all of those other tools. That was basically a $200 kit for 99 bucks there. So that was a pretty good deal. So anyway, Sean, let's see what Sean said. He's new to the channel and just wanted to say hello. Oh, seat places with me. Okay, well, thanks for showing up tonight. All right, guys, I'm going to check out here now. So we'll see you all on the next one. And thank you so much for tuning in. And remember to hit that like button. It tells us that you like us. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet to the channel, man, make sure you do that. Click the subscribe button down below there. And click the little gray bell icon that tells YouTube to alert you every time we upload a new video. All right, guys, have a great one, and we'll update you soon. Bye.